Hey guys, it's Sammy. I'm back.
You have to do this.
Hey guys.
Hey guys, it's Sammy. Welcome back to my channel. And as you know, every season I make a TBR for the books that I want to read. Stop being a little bitch. And a trend that's been going around a lot that was created basically by Books and Lala was having another person pick your TBR for you. So today, I'm going to be having my sister pick my TBR for me. First off though, I'm going to go through some of the books that I want to personally read without her judgment.
Damn.
So I have 7 books that I personally picked for my TBR. I have When Dimple Met Rishi by Sandhya Menon, which I think most of you probably know what that is. I'm buddy reading this with Araceli, so I'm really excited about this, and I'm hoping to finish this in July. I'm also buddy reading The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee with Amber over from Reading Infinitely, and I'm really enjoying this so far. I'm about like 30 or 40 pages in, and it's so good, and I also plan on finishing this in July. And then another book I plan on reading in July with Chloe's book club, which is The Dance Moms, if any of you ever watched that, Chloe Lukasik. And she runs a book club, and in the month of July she's going to be reading The Darkest Minds, so I hope to read that during July as well, because I know that the movie is coming out in August, I believe, and I'm really excited about this as well. And then I plan on finishing the Harry Potter series, which I have the last 4 books, which are humongous, but I'm hoping I can get to them because they're pretty quick to read, but there is a lot of them. So that's all the books that I have on my TBR. So now I'm gonna have my sister pick the rest of the books. So this is my sister Lexi, and basically if you've seen any other videos like this, I'm going to have her pick some books off of my TBR based on a bunch of different categories. So I have 6 different categories here, and I'm just gonna have her pick a book based on that. Lexi doesn't really read, so she doesn't know anything about most of these books. So I'm just going to give her the challenges and then have her pick a book, and then some of them I need some sort of explanation, so I'll give that as it goes. But I guess we're just going to start off. So the first challenge I'm going to have for you is pick a book based on the title. So you're going to have to pick a book based on what title you think sounds cool. I'll tell you obviously if I've already read the book, but other than that, it's up to her discretion. But you do have to have a good reason why you like the title.
The Scorpio Races. I picked The Scorpio Races because I am a Scorpio. I didn't look at the camera, I looked at the lens. Can I do it again?
You're just gonna recreate it?
I picked The Scorpio Races because I'm a Scorpio. So, I mean...
Okay, so the first book she picked was The Scorpio Races by Maggie Stiefvater. Okay, well, anyway. This is a standalone about, I think this is a fantasy series about horse racing in, I don't know. It's a fantasy series about horse racing. Or not, it's a fantasy standalone about horse racing. It's kind of underrated, but I know a lot of people talk about it. And obviously a lot of people talk about the Raven Boys quartet, but this is, I think, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? What did you think?
Raven Boy.
What did you think? What did you think? What did you think? Shut up. What did you think this is about? Scorpios? Okay, well, I'm not really sure why it's called The Scorpio Races, but I'm going to bet that it has nothing to do with being a Scorpio. But yeah, this is a fantasy standalone. And I'm glad that she picked it. I'm not mad at this, especially since it's a standalone. So yes, that's the first book, I guess. Alright, the next challenge you have, this is gonna be a little harder, so you might have to pull out some books. You have to pick a book based on the cover.
Never judge a book by its cover, Sammy.
Okay, well...
I like this one.
You like that one?
Yeah. I like this one. It's We Are the Ants by Sean David Hutchinson.
So this is actually a book I've been meaning to read for a while, and you've probably seen it on a lot of my TBRs. This is you're probably never gonna guess what this is about. This is
Can I guess?
Yeah, you can guess.
It's about astronaut.
I mean, it's not the most terrible answer. This is a book about aliens coming to Earth, I think. But I'm not entirely sure. I just know it's about aliens and that there's a gay main character. and that's all I know about it, but I'm excited about this, even though it definitely is a longer book. So I am excited about this. And I'm glad that you picked it. So this is the next book she picked, and I'm feeling pretty good so far. Okay, I'm sorry. It's a small camera view. Like, I'm gonna have to, like... Okay, this is the next book. Now you have to pick an arc. So, an arc? Do you know what an arc is?
No.
An arc is an advanced reader copy, so it's books that are sent usually to, like, influencers to promote the book, but I want all of these in a giveaway. Yeah. But I'm gonna have her pick one, and that means you have to stand up.
I picked Moonrise by Sarah Crossan because her last name reminds me of croissant.
So quirky and relatable. So, like she said, she picked Moonrise by Sarah Crossan. This came out May 8th of 2018, and if I remember correctly, this is about a 17-year-old boy whose brother has been in jail for 10 years and he's on death row. So this is a story about him trying to figure out all the truths about what his brother did to land in jail, but also dealing with the grief that comes with maybe possibly having your brother killed pretty quickly. And this has really great reviews. It's been getting a lot of hype, but also... Oh, is this written in verse?
Ooh, I like books like that. The short ones.
It looks like this book is also written in verse, which I had no idea, but this has, once again, like I said, really good reviews, so I'm really excited about it. And also, it's really exciting that it's written in verse, because that means I can read it quicker. Okay, good stuff so far. The next book that I'm gonna have you pick is a book that you're interested in. So, okay, don't give me that. Like, if you're looking through these books, you can pull some out, you can read, like, the back, and just pick a book that you would read. You know? I feel like this is a good challenge. And also, you know, if you like it, you can always borrow it and read a book. Okay, you don't have to laugh.
So, I picked The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon, because last year when I went into 9th grade, this was on our reading list. I didn't read it, but I mean, some people did.
You read Highly Illogical Behavior, right?
Yeah.
So, Nicola Yoon wrote Everything, Everything.
I didn't read that. I saw the movie.
You saw the movie, though, and you liked the movie.
Kind of cliche.
You didn't like the movie? Oh, that's some tea. Okay, well, so this is The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. This is about these two characters. Well, actually, I always get this messed up. This is a story that takes place in one day, and it's about these two characters. The one character, Natasha, it takes place in New York City, and the one character, Natasha, is about to get deported back to Jamaica. And the other boy, I believe he is...
Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel, but it's some sort of rep. I don't know.
Bad rep. Hashtag bad boy.
No, I think I want to say that he's Asian, but basically, even though I feel like this is definitely might be a case of insta-love, since they apparently fall in love in one day, I feel like it'd still be cute, and this has really good reviews as well. Also, this is on my books I need to read, the 5 books I need to read in 2018, so thank you for picking this. You're doing really well. I'm really surprised. Not that that sounded mean. But I felt like you'd pick some books on here that, like, I haven't looked at in, like, a bop. The next one is kind of an interesting question. It's pick a book that you think you'd never read, or a book that you think looks kind of
dumb.
Stupid. So, my sister likes to think my reading choices are sometimes dumb, so I figured she might as well pick a book, because usually the books she thinks are stupid, I usually really like. So, I'm gonna have her pick a book that she thinks looks really dumb. And that's just what we're gonna do. So.
Okay, Anna and the French Kiss. Have you read this?
No, I haven't.
I think Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins looks really bad, only because it just makes me uncomfortable.
So, I was thinking about literally getting rid of this because there's a lot of controversy about this book, mainly about the relationship between the two main characters, and some questionable activities. This is a really hyped up book on BookTube, and I bought it literally probably a couple days before like people started talking about the relationship in this book, and then I was like, ew, I don't want to read this. But I figured I might as well read it, and maybe I'll hate it, or you know what, maybe I'll like it. Alright, so this is the next book, and there's just one more challenge left. Stop yawning, this isn't that exhausting. So, I thought I was keeping this question for last, because I thought that you would pick more like series books, like a beginning of a series in this, but you actually picked all standalones, which I'm really surprised about. Okay, so I was gonna wait to tell you what series are on my shelf so you could pick one, but I guess I could have just done this in the beginning, whatever. So the next one is that she's gonna pick a book in a series, so either the first book in a series or a book in a series that I haven't completed yet. So I'm gonna tell her what books I have, and then she's going to pick a series for me to start or finish. Okay, so I have A Quarter Frost and Starlight, which is a novella in the...
I don't care, I don't want it. Not that one.
Okay. And then I have City of Lost Souls, which is the 5th book in the Mortal Instruments series, Shadowhunters. Okay. Okay, so those are the only ones that I haven't completed, I think. Oh, I also have Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard. That's a 2nd book in a series. Okay, so now there's all the series in general. Oh god. Okay. I have Unwind by Neil Shusterman. Okay.
Okay.
I have The Diviners by Liva Bray. The 1000th Floor by Catherine McGee. The 5th Wave by Rick Yancey. The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer.
I want this one.
Do you want me to continue reading them, or do you want to like hold them while I read the rest of them? Then you can make a pick.
No, I want that one.
The 1000th Floor?
Yeah. So I picked The 1000th Floor by Catherine McGee. And I picked this because it reminded me of a game that I used to play called 100 Floors. And yeah.
So I'm actually surprised you picked this because it's kind of funny. So this is actually pitched as a futuristic Gossip Girl. So
I love me some Gossip Girl. Comment down below if you ship Chuck and Blair, because I ship Chuck and Blair. Okay.
Okay. Anyway, so this is a futuristic Gossip Girl, basically about these people who live in this 1000th floor building, and the lower you are on the floor, the more poor you are, and then the higher you go, the more rich you get. And one day, somebody from the top floor jumps and dies, and this is the story of them figuring out, like, why, like, was she murdered? Did she commit suicide? Like, what's up with all these people? And it follows a bunch of different characters, and Katie from Kate's Book Date really, really likes this book, so I'm really excited to read it, and once again, I'm pretty impressed by your pick. Okay. Shoot, I guess we're done. I was having fun. You don't care.
Can I do a dramatic hair flip? Can you put this in slow motion?
Yeah. Alright, okay, alright, we get it. So, these are the books.
These are the books that I chose. Just to recap, we got The Scorpio Races, We Are the Ants, Moonrise, The Sun is Also a Star, Anna and the French Kiss, and The 1000th Floor.
The 1000th Floor.
The 1000th Floor.
So, this was the title that she liked, this was the cover that she liked, this was an arc. This was a book that she would want to read. This is a book she would never read, or that she thought sounded stupid, and this is just a series book that she picked. And so now I have to read these within summer months, so until September 21st I have to read these. So hopefully that goes over well, but we never know. I probably won't stick to it, but maybe she'll hold me accountable. Okay guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Comment down below if you think Lexi's a bitch.
You're gonna edit that out, right?
Comment down below if you've read any of the books that my sister picked in this TBR, and if you liked them or hated them.
Also, if you ship Chuck and Blair, but no spoilers because I'm only on season 3.
Okay, so I'm really happy with the books you chose.
Me as well.
You don't know anything about any of them. And also, let me know if you like these videos with my sister. Maybe I can convince her to do another one. Probably not.
They're gonna be like, no, I fucking hate her.
So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. As always, all of my social media links are down below, as well as her Instagram, because you know, clout queen. I hope you guys have a great day.
I like me better when I'm with you.